Hello everybody, this is P-Town. Welcome back to the Intricate Affect server. Once again, I'm here today by myself, and just in case you're wondering what happened to my voice, I had a great 4th of July. Did you guys have a great 4th of July weekend? I hope you did. I did. It was great, except I got a little sick at the end of it. And I'm still kind of, I guess, I still am a little sick, so a bit under the weather. That's why my voice is so low and smoky. So, hopefully I'll be better in a few days. So sorry for the delay. I just, in the past couple days, I haven't really been able to talk, so I couldn't really record. But I can now, kind of. Plus, I have the editing skills of a genius, so if I cough and hack a whole bunch during the making of this episode, hopefully I can edit that out. Anyway, I've made considerable amount of progress on the zombie arena minigame map that I'm really excited to show you guys. So yeah, and if you're wondering why I was in a boat and what that was about, I was just coming from spawn because I ran into the nether to grab some soul sand. And actually, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and fire up the grill some potatoes. I wish it was 4th of July all year. I'm not like a super patriotic person, but for 4th of July, for me, it's time when I get to like go see my family, and we have like a barbecue and shoot fireworks like by the house and in the most dangerous way possible. It's great. I had a lot of fun. Good vacation. Anyway, so here's some of the progress I've made. First of all, there's not just a dirt outline of a wall anymore. There's an actual wall. Did I just hear a zombie? No, we're good. So yeah, this is kind of the design I'm thinking for the wall. It's not super complicated, really. It's just this small pattern here that kind of just repeats. I've left the corners kind of open, and you can see these pillars kind of suggest a tower. I'm thinking about putting something a little more fancy here, like a 2-story tower maybe in these corners as well. And I'll probably continue this wall pattern all the way down. I've taken it down a bit further on this side. You'd be surprised, just it doesn't look like a whole lot. I mean, it may look like a whole lot. So good, because it's actually like thousands and thousands of blocks placed. Like, this is a very dense wall, because I've got this double thick pattern, or not pattern, but this, you know, just a little bit of depth to it. So that's like 12 blocks here, then these stone brick outlines and stuff. One thing I was thinking about doing, actually, let's go ahead and try this out. Oh, I have stone on me. Never mind. Just to give it a little more variety, I don't want to overdo it. Where can we try this? Let's go inside. I don't want to overdo it with the detail work on this wall, because this is not really an aesthetic build. It's not a purely aesthetic build. This is a functional arena build. And I don't want to go crazy with the details, because that would just be distracting for the player, for the guy fighting the zombies. But a little bit of detail may work. So one thing I was thinking, I just had this idea right before I started recording, is maybe just throw some regular smooth stone in here to kind of break up the cobble look a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know. It's not bad. It's not terrible. Sometimes it's... Oops. Sometimes it's really easy to get very picky with this detail work, though. And for those of you who follow Minecraft, you probably know that they're getting a map reset really soon. And I shouldn't have said Minecraft. Look what I did. They're getting like a map reset very soon. I'm not sure exactly when. But Bedelbo and Etho have this arena project going that's taken them like 8 months, and they're still not finished with it. So I saw that and I was like, well, I'm gonna finish my arena. So I've been working a lot on that, because I really don't want to take forever. You know, I just want to get it done, so people can start playing. You know. So anyway, a little bit of detail may work here. Yeah, I'll think about that, because it is very much a lot the same. But I do like this design. It's not like super colorful, which is good, because what I've decided with the 3-stage theme I was going for, like the first stage will be the underground stage. I want that to be kind of like wet and dungeony, like kind of damp. So lots of moss, lots of vines, lots of like just very dilapidated like nastiness. Like if you could smell in Minecraft, it would smell like mildew or something. So I guess it's a good thing you can't smell in Minecraft. But yeah, that's kind of the feel I want to go for here, or for down there. Up here, I'm thinking more like a peasanty, whoop, break my legs, peasanty simpler area. So this stone and wood look is very much in line with that. And then for the main boss area up here, I'm thinking very regal, very elegant, probably lots of quartz and stained clay. So chance to do a little more colorful work there. Anyway, you're probably wondering what this redstone mess is I keep hopping over. I'm going to show you. So, obviously we have a door here, just a 3x3 door. I'm trying to keep the wiring simple because I'm not sure how much wiring is going to be going on underground. And, you know, I don't need to go overboard with it. But, yeah, this is just a 3x3 door. It opens and shuts. That's what a door should do. Now, inside, just hop in here. This has been giving me some trouble. I want to get the player to fall, like, I want it to be kind of a little bit of a deception. You walk in, you see this 3x3 door, so you press the button. It opens, you walk in, the door closes, and you see this, and you're like, this is also a 3x3 door, right? But then the floor shifts, and you fall down. So if I press the button again, it'll drop you down to the first stage of the map. Yeah, so I'm having trouble right now getting the player to fall down consistently. And one solution I had for this was to run a wire, the same wire that pushes these pistons to a row of pistons up here. That'll kind of just like, you know, jam the player underground. And that kind of works. There's just, as long as you're standing in the middle of a block or towards more or less the middle of a block, you'll fall down no problem. But, let me see if I can do it. If you're standing kind of like on a corner, like here on the corners of all these 4 blocks, the player doesn't fall down consistently. So, yeah, I'm not sure if there's really a way to get around that. I tested this in single player and it worked fine, no problems. But I think in multiplayer, the client server sync is just, I don't know, just a little bit off. So I grabbed the soul sand, because I think what I want to try also is soul sand, because I haven't, like, right now I'm using carpet because it's the thinnest block I can use. But soul sand, you kind of sink down into it, so I think maybe it might be more prone to players falling through, at least in multiplayer. I don't know, just a theory. We're about to test it. And also, I've got these 1-block gaps between the door and the shifting floor. These gray blocks here, gray carpet blocks. And I don't want the player to run in through the door and walk all the way up to this because they're not even standing on the floor. They have no chance to fall down. So with soul sand, you can make like a one-way trap. I can demonstrate that real quick, actually. If you have blocks like here, see, I can walk off the carpet and onto that, no problem. But if this is going to actually pop off a bunch of signs. Whoops. There goes the carpet too. If I have soul sand and I try to walk onto this block here, I get stuck. For some reason, trying to walk into a 2-block high area from soul sand, you can't do it. So yeah, we're going to try to do that. I'm going to go ahead and switch this out real quick. Move these pistons down a layer. Maybe move the pusher down a layer as well, and see if we can get any more consistent pushing results from the soul sand. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, recording when you're sick is kind of a real pain, because you keep having to restart. This is like the 3rd time I've tried to record this one little bit, and I keep going to like a fit of coughing, or I just have a huge sneeze. Oh man, this cow knows how I feel. He's been stuck here because he fell down this 2-block drop, but he doesn't see the water as like a place he can go, so he just, this is his life now. So anyway, I didn't explain the wiring exactly. Obviously, there's just a torch keeping these pistons powered. When I push the button, the torch goes off and all the pistons retract. It's really simple. The interesting stuff, though, is down here. This is a pulse generator, 1 tick pulse generator. When the torch comes on, these repeaters are powered, which locks this piston, which locks this repeater. And when it goes off, this repeater like blips 1 tick. So I'll push this button real quick. So it's locked. Yep, 1 tick blip, which is very helpful because that's the shortest time we can get to move these pistons. Very nice. And the wiring, let's see, first wire goes up here. Just using the half slab vertical wiring trick. Goes up to here and powers these pistons first, and then there's like a 2 tick delay, I think. Yeah, repeater set to a 2 tick delay that powers these pistons 2 ticks later. So that just shifts the floor very fast. That's as fast as I could possibly get it to shift. That wire also, we take that signal from that first row of pistons down there and bring it up here to this ceiling of pistons. So this extends downwards at the same time that this shifts, which kind of pushes the player down. And then because this is a 1 tick pulse, the sticky pistons actually leave the blocks behind. So I took this signal from this 2 tick repeater, which, by the way, if you take a 1 tick pulse, I didn't know this until recently, but if you take a 1 tick pulse and send it through a repeater set to a delay of 2 ticks, or any delay greater than 1 tick, that'll actually lengthen the pulse to that setting. So if you set the repeater to 2 like here, that 1 tick pulse becomes a 2 tick pulse. And if you set it to 4, it becomes a 4 tick pulse, etc. So yeah, and that just grabs the blocks and brings them back. So I think the soul sand, well, I guess we need to put the blocks in, right? The soul sand one-way trap works fine. Obviously, I'm stuck. Let's just hit the button real quick and see if the shifting seems to work okay. Actually haven't tested it now that I think about it. But let's try standing right here in this corner again, because that seems to be the problem spot. Let's see how the soul sand acts. Yeah, it's just, man, that's gonna be a, I don't know, like, yeah, it's bad. I just want the player to be able to fall down consistently every time, and if they're standing on a corner, they don't do that. So either I need a way for this just to be constantly moving until the player falls through, or maybe a way for the player themselves to reactivate the shifting floor, which is not really the point. The point of the shifting floor was just a joke, really, like a misdirection, because you think you're going to walk through and then walk into the arena, but you actually fall down into the first part of the arena. That's really down here. So yeah. Anyway, I'll have to think about that. I don't know if there's just a way to get... there may not be a way to do it. If you guys know a way to get around this corner problem we're having with falling through the blocks, please let me know. I would love to hear your suggestions. You guys can always let me know what you think anytime. I feel like I don't have to say that it's YouTube. But yeah, if you have suggestions, please let me know. And another thing, I'm not super thrilled about having the blocks up there in the way. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, you can just, I don't know, it kind of ruins the aesthetic of the 3x3 door. So I don't know, stuff to think about. See what I can come up with in next episode. Yeah, didn't fall through because I was standing on a corner here. Anyway, what I'd like to do this episode is maybe get a little bit started on the first stage of the arena, because I've started building the wall of the second stage. Oh, got dark in a hurry. But I'd like to do a drop at the first part, just a long drop, like 20 blocks probably. That's kind of an arbitrary number, but it sounds good. I like it. I'll drop into water probably, obviously, because I don't want to kill the player. Plus, that'll be a good way to like initiate the watery part of the arena. I have not been counting. How many blocks have I gotten down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's take it down to, what did I say? 20? 20 is a good drop. yeah. So, what was that, 10? Oh, man, I'm not counting. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to dig this out a little bit. See how far we can get before we hit something bad. One thing, just to think about when I'm doing this, also is... Oh, I hear zombies. A zombo. This is actually not that bad. This drop right here. Maybe just a little bit further. I've been thinking about how I'm going to get the zombies into the game itself. And the idea I'm tinkering with in the back of my head right now is to have them unloaded by minecarts like way underground, and then do a water, like airspace, water space, airspace, water, airspace, water, like a water elevator that they swim up themselves. So it just unloads them into the water fountain. They immediately start swimming upwards to their spot in the map. So we're just gonna have to be conscientious of where those spots are going to be when we're building the underground part of the map, because it could conflict with the places we want to unload the zombies at the top. So it's just an idea. We may do something completely different, but that seems to be the simplest solution. In general, sorry, I'm just kind of compulsively getting the coal. In general, the simplest solution is usually the best. So this looks like a good enough space. I did not think of a way to get back up, but I have dirt. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna get some water and stick it down here. We're gonna test the drop, see what that's like. Maybe we can get to laying out a little bit of the underground area if we've got time. And yeah, I'll be right back. All right, guys, the drop is in place and ready, and I think it's good, but it's time to test it together. So I'm gonna do it just like a player would do it. Hopefully, hopefully they run straight in like I'm about to do. And here comes the fall. Whoa, good. Yeah, it's not a huge fall, but it's just enough fall for the player to be like, whoa, what the heck, splash. So yeah, that's the idea. And I came down here and just started digging out a little bit when I had an amazing idea, and I hope I can get it to work. So I was thinking, you know, for the theme at least, to have it kind of a dilapidated, dungeony, you know, very damp, very rundown kind of feel. What if I made it kind of a labyrinth type of thing? Not a huge maze, nothing super complicated, but, you know, something a little confusing at least for the player. So they have to find, you know, probably 3 things they have to find. They have to find the guy with the wooden sword, the zombie with the wooden sword, so they can kill him and, you know, get an upgrade to their bare fists. They have to find the exit, you know, which will take them up to the second stage of the map, which is that inner, the area inside of the wall that we saw earlier, which still needs some work. And they also have to find the guy who can open the way to the second stage, which would be, you know, probably a zombie carrying like a lever or a redstone torch or something. Probably redstone torch because, I don't know, it's just a little more visible. If you see a zombie carrying a lever from a distance, it may look like he's carrying a piece of cobble or like some junk or something. But a redstone torch, you know, it's got this nice red bulb on it, like a Christmas light. So yeah, I think that'll be kind of cool. I don't have a ton of space to work with because, again, I don't want to get in the way of like the zombie unloading area, and like the little water shafts we're going to be using to get the zombies up to the second and third stage of the arena. So we're going to have to work around that carefully. Plus, I want to kind of draw out a map of a maze, you know, get something really cool, something that you can't just, you know, solve by turning left at every wall, which a lot of mazes have that flaw in them. Actually, maybe all mazes may not be able to get around that. But yeah, anyway, I'm out of time for recording for today, but I'm gonna get to working on all this stuff. And again, if you guys have any suggestions for the shifting floor thingy, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you're excited about the arena. I promise I'm going to finish it before we reset the map. I don't know if BWO can say the same. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to get back to work, and I'll see you guys again next time.